Good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well and everybody enjoyed lunch and is having a good time. My name is Amy Rojas. I'm with Toastmasters, and I'd like to introduce our next speaker today. Today's speaker believes leadership isn't tested when things are easy, it's revealed under pressure. As a speaker, author, and felicitator who helps leaders and builds confidence from the inside out so they can communicate clearly, lead decisively, and create engaged teams even when the stakes are high. If you love to compete, please put your left hand up. If you love to win, put your right hand up. Since your hands are already up, please put them together for your next speaker, Alex Dumas.
Yeah! The clicker does not work, right? But improvise. Let's rock and roll. All right, folks. Great afternoon. Lunch good? Everybody settled in? Like it's digested? We're rocking and rolling. Hey, come on over. Don't mess it up for me.
You, buddy. This way.
Alright. So picture this, it's 1995. Anybody recognize a handsome young fella up there? You. Stop it. I'm flattered, but yes, that's me. This is my first year playing tackle football, and I am lit up because I get to hit people. Anybody like hitting people? No, I'm just kidding, jokes. But this year was the first time I experienced real success as far as the team goes, because my team won the championship that year. Now, I became a football player because I had dreams of being like Jerry Rice. And if you have never heard of him, he's statistically the greatest wide receiver of all time. Personally, my favorite player of all time. But what he would do is catch passes. He would score touchdowns. He would win Super Bowls. And I thought that was going to be the life for me. My coach said, Alex, you're going to be on the offensive line. And if you don't know anything about football, the offensive line are usually the big guys. The guys who are blocking for the quarterback, blocking for the running backs, blocking so plays can happen. And I was upset about this. I was frustrated. I was like, I'm the best player on my street. Whenever we're playing street ball, I'm catching one-handed passes. I'm scoring touchdowns. I'm letting them have it. And now I'm going to be blocking? But he said to me something really interesting. He said, Alex, you get to be the MVP. Well, how? I'm blocking. And nobody knows my name. Nobody's going to care. Listen, every time you block this person, you seal this hole, running back goes through, you get a chance to score a touchdown. Okay, that sounds kind of cool, but like, I want to score a touchdown. No, check it out. The defenders come here, you get to push them. The quarterback drops back, they throw a pass, someone catches, they score a touchdown, and we win the game. But I don't get it. Listen, Alex, they can't score a touchdown without you. I know you're talking about language, you got me sold now. So we blocked, we did the thing, we won the championship, and that taught me a lot of different things. It taught me one valuable lesson, that no one's bigger than the program. Now, I had to internalize that as a youngster, 11, 12 years old, and think, well, do I really want to keep playing? I'll play for a few more years and eventually be able to quit, but the leadership principles I gained during those few years of football, I started writing this keynote back in 1985, I just didn't know it. But here's the thing, when you get to win, when you get to succeed, it makes a difference. It changes how you see yourself, it changes your confidence level, it changes how you approach life. Anybody here like winning? Yeah. Anybody here like succeeding? Anybody here like being champions? Anybody like having trophies? Right? What's the thing that comes to your mind when you think about success? Is it fame? Is it the fortune? Is it fans? Now we've seen that from other athletes, celebrities, where they've had all this stuff and on paper, they should be good, but yet they're falling apart. And I have to come back to this time in my life and think about, well, I succeeded. We won because I was dedicated, I was committed. I felt good. I had fun with the guys on the team, even though I was a little bit younger than most of them. But they accepted me, they welcomed me in, and I contributed. So for today, what I want you to take away from this time together is that you get to be the MVP. If you have a left hand, could I just see it in the hair real quick? Left hand, and just show me your pointer fingers real quick. All right, can you just do this real quick? All right, be the MVP. Don't keep it there, keep it there. Be the MVP. All right, you can release it. I want to make sure it went in one, it didn't go out the other. I want to make sure it stays in there. So, with that said, doing this old school style. All right, so as a team, together, we're going to have a plan. All right, we're going to have a playbook, a game plan. Because as you prepare for sports, and this, for anybody who's not a sports fan, sorry in advance, because there's a lot of sports analogies and metaphors, but this is just how it plays. So you're going to see this screen pop up a couple of times during the presentation. I'll guide you through what to do. It's going to be fun, I promise. No one's going to get hurt today. But we have to look at these three elements, these three parts of our game plan today. One, we're going to look at our worth. What's our identity beyond our performance, beyond the accolades, beyond what people say about us, how we get validated from the outside. We've got to look from within, because that's where leadership starts. Next is our intentions. We have to look at executing, right? Just beyond the emotional side of things. But looking at how do we perform under pressure, how do we execute when all hell breaks loose. And last but not least, we have to look at our network. Who are the people in our circle? What's the environment that's fostering our growth? Now, does this sound like a good playbook? Yes. Friends, I know lunch is happening. We're gonna wake up, right? All right, so that's the playbook right here. So, give you some context about me, what I do. I work with associations, I work with organizations, with their leaders to communicate confidently, to help them be clear, to help their teams win, to help them build high performers, and do it when it matters most. So these are some of the organizations that have had the opportunity to speak over the last couple of years. Fancy, wonderful, marvelous, right? Now, would you say that I started out this way, or did it take some time to grow into? Took some time, yeah. So let me take you on a time travel real quick. Let me take you back to 2014. So, look at that wonderful face right there. This is 2014. Look at that guy. Is he handsome? No.
You still look the same.
Still the same, right? Just a little scruffier, but. So 2014, this is me taking business pictures, right? Starting my journey as an entrepreneur. And I was going into the world of financial services. I was building a financial service business. Now, to let you know something, I came from a world of nonprofit management. I came from customer service. I came from disaster recovery in New York. So what the heck am I doing in finances? Well, I heard that's where the money is, and I needed a lot of it ASAP. Reason why is because my wife and I found out that our daughter was going to be a big sister in a few months. Okay, another mouth to feed. What can I do? So I get myself licensed for insurance, start recruiting agents, start building up a team. I'm doing okay. Fast forward now, time travel, April 2015. I fulfilled the prophecy, the playbook, and maybe some of you had the same playbook. I went to school. I graduated. I got a job. I got married. I got kids. I did it. I'm gonna work, right? The next piece of it is I'm gonna work until I die. Then I'll die, and that's the game plan. Anybody else have that same game plan?
Yeah.
No? Oh, they're just, okay. But that game plan was interrupted, right? So, April 2015, my son is born. 2 kids, beautiful baby girl, rising kindergartner, this little newborn football in my hand. Life is good. 3 days after he's born, I wake up to a voicemail. Timestamp 12:46 a.m. Now, has anyone here ever received a phone call or a voicemail after midnight and it's been good news?
No.
Typically not, right? Same for me. On this voicemail is my father. He's letting me know that my mother just passed. So this is not something sudden. This is a radical, it was an accelerated death. She had fallen a couple months earlier, broken her hip, had some strokes, just like that. Now, fast forward a little bit. This is all in 2015. I'm giving you a nice snapshot of like what it takes, right? Because sometimes your biggest wins are on the other side of your losses. July 2015. Work a full day. I get called into the office. My manager says, hey, I want to talk to you. All right, what's up? You don't need to come back here tomorrow. Well, you know what? I was going to come back anyway, right? So now the question is, what am I going to do? I'm unemployed. I have a new mouth to feed. I'm a grieving son. I'm exhausted. I did the only logical thing. I went to Las Vegas. That's what I did. No, my wife and I attended to this leadership conference for the company I was in, and I get inspired. I'm saying, I'm going to go all in. Anybody ever have that moment in their life, like, I'm going all in? And so I did. Full-time entrepreneur, ready to take the streets by storm, going to Wall Street, recruit people, train people, all that stuff. But here's the thing. This looks okay, this looks fine, but inside, right, the within, I'm crumbling. I know I should be talking to people, prospecting, getting names and numbers, approaching people who are fancy and telling them about my business and get them as agents. But I'm scared to death. Man, what if I mess up? I'm already in my head. Ladies, this will apply to you. Anybody ever meet creepy guy in a bar before? And let me preface this, right? Gets you a drink, yeah, thank you. And you're dancing and he's not leaving. He's just kind of lurking. That was me. I was the lurking entrepreneur. I should go talk to that person. They look really smart. They're already passing me by. I'm still thinking, oh, and they're gone already. So hesitating, scared, and fast forward 2016. I do what most entrepreneurs are scared to do. I go back to work. That's right. I admit defeat. I tuck my tail and go back to corporate. But that wound up being the best thing that ever happened to me. Because that job introduced me to this work I'm in now. Professional speaking, coaching, training. So that setback, right, was really that setup for that comeback. And through work, through coaching, through mentoring, through speaking, through being a member of Toastmasters, I'm going to rebuild my life, rebuild my message. And I need to rebuild the computer. But we're going to get this right. We're in this together, friends. So the question I want to throw to y'all is, how do you talk about yourself to yourself? Right? Because confidence really has this bill and it taxes you on 3 different levels. For me, on the emotional side, it's anxiety. I'm stressed to the bone. I'm thinking about all the bills. I'm getting calls from creditors. They're coming to repo cars. I still have kids. Daddy, 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 leave me alone, right? I'm on edge. Think about the physical aspect of that. I'm not sleeping well. Or at least in this case, I'm trying to be the 5 a.m. grind guy, right? Successful, online, entrepreneur, no time for the week, journey of the broke. Thank God it's Friday. No, thank God it's every day. Sorry, y'all. And then there's a financial aspect. Anyone here ever not speak up for a promotion they wanted after work before? You ever think, yeah, I want to apply for this position, but who am I? Well, this is where I'm going. This is where I'm coming from. Fancy people in suits, going to networking meetings, but wobbling inside. Well, why would they listen to me? I'm not successful. I don't have this. I don't have that. I'm from this part of town. I'm black. You name the excuse, I'll give it to you. So what are we saying to ourselves? How are we robbing ourselves of opportunity? So now this is my favorite part of the presentation. So I told you this kind of screen was going to come back again. And I'm going to need your help with this. So I'm going to do it first. I'm going to model it first. And then I'm going to invite you. It's not mandatory, but I'm going to invite you to participate with me. Is that fair, friends?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna do this once, and if I can, clipper working, even better. So when I have this bounce in, I like to scream out, "It's game time!" Sorry for anybody who's got ears. I'm loud. That's what it is. So I'm gonna invite you on the count of 3. I'm gonna ask you what time is it, and if you want to scream it out, belt it out, this is your time. This is a place to be free. So friends, on 3. What time is it? 1, 2, 3. It's game time! It's game time! And with this game, I'm gonna need 3 people who can help me out. Do I have 3 volunteers? Would you come on? Come on down! You can't clap up to your friends. I need one more friend. I need one more friend. Do I have another friend? I just need one more friend. Anybody? Bueller. All right. Hey, give it for the 3. Give it for the 3. Yes. So I'd love for y'all to come on. Just couple steps over this way. Thank you. And you know what? This is pretty good, but I think I have an idea. I could probably use 3 more friends. This might be your. I saw you too. Come on. Up.
3, you said 3. One,
Yeah. We need one more. Come on down.
My fellow.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Husband versus wife. We're gonna square off. Battle. All right. So this is gonna now determine who gets to be which team. So we're gonna do game of 1. Rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins gets to be the winner. Whoever doesn't gets to be the loser. Judy, Jim. Rock, paper, scissors on 3. She got you. Done. Crushed. So with that said, Judy, you have a very important card right here. Hold this right here. You're going to hold this right here. And you're going to hold this right here. I told you, I came with props. I'm really prepared. This Toastmaster 10 power. All right, so you can take this right here. You're going to take this right here. You're going to take this right here. So friends, you're going to help me understand the power of words, because words matter. Words create. In this case, friends, you're going to read the top statement that says number 1. So right over here. So you're going to read this first. And I want you to help me determine what kind of words are you hearing. Are you hearing the words of like the losing language? Or are you going to hear the words of like winners? Can you all help me out with that?
Yes.
All right, so Jim, read off number 1, please.
I have to be perfect.
Judy, would you read up number 1, please?
Mistakes are data, not my identity.
Which one do you think sounds more like winning language or losing language? Like, is Jim like on the winning side of things? What about Judy?
Yes.
Yeah, Judy's the winner. Okay. You're going to see where this is going.
I can't do anything right.
Oh, anybody ever say that to themselves before? I can't do anything right? Ouch.
I have nothing to prove.
Which one's losing language or winning language? Which one are we? All right. Last but not least, Miss.
I'm a fraud, and I don't belong here.
Ooh!
That's not like me.
That's not like me. Yeah, make a mistake. That's not like me. Y'all take seats. Keep them with you. You're going to come back again later on. Foreshadowing. Give them a hand, y'all. Give my teammates a hand. Thank you. Now, hearing those words, hearing that, what comes to mind? Right? I can't do anything right. I'm a fraud. I don't belong here. Anybody ever say those words? Or doesn't have to be the exact words, but have those feelings before. Maybe step into a new role. Maybe somebody asks you to do something involved at Toastmasters, and you're like, I don't know if I want to be this VP position. I don't know if I want to take over as Toastmaster today. Right? As MVPs, you get to be the most valuable person. You get to be the most valuable presenter, most valuable player. Because this is the game we're playing. We're playing the game of changing people's lives with our words. So what words are you saying to yourself? How do you talk about yourself to yourself? And on the field, there's this old slogan that we must protect this house. Anybody remember those commercials like Under Armour? Any sports fan, right? We must protect this house. Same thing with your words. We have to guard it diligently. Because that time in my life, 2015, 2016, the words in my mind were, I'm a loser, I'm an idiot, I can't do anything right. I'm messing up for my family. I'm letting my wife down, I'm letting my kids down. They're gonna starve because of me. It's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of weight. So on the field, for football, there's usually the players on the field, there's the head coach, but there's these other guys in like the luxury boxes in the stadium. This is what you call the coordinators. They're the people, the eagle-eye view, watching the play develop, getting ready for the next one, the next one, the next one. So I gotta ask you, who's the play caller in your mind? Is that play caller calling the plays of losing language, can't do anything right, you're a fraud, you're always messing up? Or is that play caller saying, you know what, that's not like me to mess up like that. I usually don't make those kind of mistakes. That's just data. It doesn't mean I'm a failure, I just messed up this one time. That's what I confused. It took a long time to recognize that, to remove the emotional attachment of I'm screwing up, I'm losing money, I'm in debt, to, all right, this is what happened, what can I do about it? Am I able-bodied? Do I have able mind? Do I have resources available to me? Yeah, then let's do something about it. Make sense? So that's one piece, that's the word piece. Now, we look into, into our intention. So I ask you, what's your, anybody here have like a signature win? What I mean by that is like a major accomplishment in your life. And you can't say your kids, roaches and rats can have kids too, there's no offense to the babies. I'm just saying, they can have babies, we can have babies. But like, something that you've accomplished, something that you've done, right? Anybody want to share? This is open town hall. Someone just talk to me. What's a win? What's something that in your life you accomplished?
We bounced back from COVID from 8 members up to 23.
Good job. Will's got a personal accomplishment, a signature win they want to share.
In my job, I am in the financial world, and on a different level that is. I'm a HUD certified housing counselor, and in my job, I am the only one who is really focused on loss mitigation cases, saving homes from foreclosure. And in my area where I work for the whole region, I was given the Housing Warrior Award, and that's 2023. And beside that was sent commendations from the 2 senators in that area. And you may, I don't want to call names, I don't want to name drop, but 2 prominent senators, and I had these plaques said, United States, U.S. Senate. So I always share with the clients, listen, I know we have to build trust. So if this is going to help you, I have been sent commendation from the United States Senate.
That's a good step forward.
But that's one of the accomplishments that I do like to share with the people that I serve.
I appreciate you. Can give her a quick hand. And for those who didn't share anything, that's fine. I want you to start sitting in that feeling that you had when you did accomplish it. Maybe it was graduating from college, finding the love of your life, a dream job. That thing inside, right? There's a journey of it. There's the path. And then the actual accomplishment, like, did it, got it. I had this many years ago. I say many years ago, it was 5 years ago. I'm gonna take you back, we're in time travel now. November 2021, I signed up for a group coaching experience, myself and 3 other coaches. We're gonna start this work in January 2022, work through June. Pretty simple. The challenge is, this coach would like to be paid up front and in full, and I did not have the money to pay this coach. None of us did, really. So we're scratching our heads, we're racking our brains, what do we do? How can we, we just jumped in, kind of in over our heads. And we said, why don't we create a one-day event? Why don't we use the money from that event and pay off this coach? Brilliant, simple. You can do that. Now, here's the thing. Simple's not always easy. He hired this keynote speaker who had just released a book. And he said he'll waive a fee, but here's the caveat. You have to put at least 200 people in this room. Okay. What happens if we put like 199? 199, I'm not going to do it. And it's not because he needed us to do it, he just wanted to see who we need to become to do that. Now keep in mind, November 2021, you said a magic word before, Jim. You said something that started with a C. It rhymes with brovid. Right, we got this going on, where people are kind of starting to ease back to the live events, but there's a lot of fear. What do we do with our masks? Are we sanitizing things, right? All these questions are coming up. Also, think about this, November. What usually happens in November about every year? I'm not, wrong animal. Turkey, you got Thanksgiving. You got Black Friday. Oh my goodness, then December, we got Christmas, we got Kwanzaa, we got Hanukkah. Okay, then we got New Year's. Okay, we're in trouble. We have this event we have set for January, it's November. We have 73 days to put this together to get 200 people in the room. Panicking, freaking out, looking at the numbers every day, we're not gonna hit them. But our coach does something really interesting. He says, he gets wind of what we're up to, and he says, you know what? I have a new game for you. I want you to raise the same amount of money, sell the tickets, sell the seats, but rather than pay me, I want you to give it away to charity. Coach, you're a married man. You have 4 children under the age of 12. Are you sure about this? Take the money, give it to charity. Coach! I'm arguing with him, like, what are you doing? Like, you can't do this. He talks me off the ledge and helps me see the impossibility. Okay, we take this and we give it away. Are you sure? Because this is not lunch money. This is like thousands of dollars. Like, this is like, just real money. He said, yeah. Cover the expense of the event, give the rest to charity. Okay. But that switched everything around because, let's say it like this. Before that conversation, my sales energy was like this. Please, more porridge. Bail me out. I'm in over my head. I said yes before I even think about what I was doing. I need the money. Can you give me some money? Give me. That's where I was coming from. Creepy guy at the bar, remember? After the conversation, connecting with these nonprofits, things started shifting. We started telling the story about these nonprofits. Hey, can you help us? Can you share this post? Can you tag this person? Can you share this with your community? This is what we're up to. We're working with these parents of loved ones who've been affected by substance use. Can you help us with people who are fostering care, who are helping military families? Right? That became the conversation. That was the dialogue. So fast forward, January 23rd, 2022, Phoenix, Arizona, we put almost 300 people in the seat. You can clap. Now, we had this moment here. It's a big deal for me. We had this one-day event. It's awesome. But that was not the most awesome part of this. The best part is what other people saw us do, and they were inspired. And then spin-off events happened. So this is my chance to little brag, tell them a little flex now. Right? This event traveled to Peru, went to the UK twice, and went to Arizona again. I'll tell you about the one in 2024, because I came back to MC and speak at it, and we partnered with Operation Underground Railroad. Has anybody ever heard of that organization before? Have you ever heard of the movie The Sound of Freedom? All right. So their mission is to combat human trafficking and sexual slavery. And what the representative we had come out to speak with us and speak to our group shared was for every $10,000, that funds about one mission. And for every one mission, they rescue on average between 2 to 10 people. That day, we put up $111,000 that we committed from people that pledged. I don't know how many people are going to be saved, how many people are going to be affected from that. What I want to share with you is like, how big are you thinking? is your purpose greater than your problems? Because if I had known that this was going to be the effect of poor Rich to helping people in Peru, empowering women, helping young children with cochlear implants in the UK, I would have told you, take a nice jacket, put it around me, it's snug. You can put me in one of these nice rooms that have padding, it's white, because that's impossible. That's not supposed to happen to somebody like me. Not where I come from, not what I've done. That's impossible. But in 70 days, we made that impossible possible. Other people saw it and said, we can do that too. They followed the same precedent, paid for the event, everything else was donated. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. So think about this. How big are you thinking as a leader? And so with that big thinking, we have to think about what are we committed to? Because when I started, like I said, it was, you're good.
Thanks, sorry.
So when we were starting out, it was about helping us get ourselves out of this jam. And then it turned into, we're locked in. There's no turning back. There's people who are counting on us. There are people who are dependent on us to actually make this happen. There's one thing to say, let's put it this way. Anybody ever here say they were going to do something, but didn't do it?
No.
Never, right? Not Toastmasters. But this is the difference between a wish, a resolution, an idea, versus a full-on commitment. Because I was obsessed with this. For 70 days, all I was thinking about was the numbers. All I was thinking about was talking to people. Every conversation was about, can you help us? This is what we're up to. What are we doing? And that question popped up of, who do I need to be? Because the Alex at the start of it, he's a nice guy, he's friendly, scruffy beard, all that kind of stuff. At the end, laser focus. I'm not messing around. We gotta get to it. Yeah, tick, tick, tick. Time's ticking, time's ticking. And I wonder what would happen if you had that same energy, that same level of focus, that same level of intensity in what you're doing. It may not be building your speech, it may not be in your day job, it may just be with your kids, with your spouse. How intensely can I focus on them? How intent can I be being with them? Not being distracted, not swaying, not being thrown off. So we get to this next piece. Oh my goodness, it's that screen again. What? Wait a minute, what's that doing there? So with that said, I'm not sure what time is it. Can y'all help me with this on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. What time is it?
It's game time!
It's game time. And the game we're gonna think about playing is playing through the whistle. This is what I talked about with playing through the whistle, right? Because there's plenty of times that we kind of just stop right here, like the 3 feet from gold example from Think and Grow Rich. Well, the same thing. It's like, I'm gonna do this thing, but if I go all in, what if I get embarrassed? What if this hurts? Well, I encourage you to take that next step. We play through the whistle. We play until it's over. We could have been hanging up our heads like, man, we're not gonna get all these people. The day of this event in Arizona, I'm talking to people in the park, in the lobby, like, hey, you need to go to this one-day event. I'm grabbing people, literally trying to throw them in the room, like, we're going to the end. Event starts at 12:59, I'm grabbing people, like, come on, sit down. Right? You're playing through the whistle. That's what the level of commitment does. You don't ask for permission, you can ask for forgiveness afterwards. But I got something to do, and I know it's for the good of something else that's bigger than me. Get on the A train, let's go. We're taking you with me. And with that, we talked about the play caller, right, as your self-worth. Okay. But we gotta think about who's the play maker. Right, because there's people who call plays all the time, there's coordinators, coaches, yeah, you should, and just, you'll get the slide deck later. I got you. But with the coaches who are calling the plays, but then somebody has to actually execute. Somebody's got to do the thing that has been drawn up right. You're going to go here, go to the left. All right, if I go to the right, and we mess up, and did this this really just work out? It's a miracle! It's a playmaker, but someone's got to execute. Someone's got to be the person to do it. Like that coach told me many years ago, you're not scoring the touchdowns, but you're responsible for the touchdowns. You're responsible for how many yards we get. If you don't block this person, you miss your assignment. Now we're in trouble. So every play, I line up, all right, MVP of this play, MVP, boom! Make contact and follow through the play. Yay, look at this, it's amazing. So let me tell you the last piece as we get close to wrapping this up about the last piece of how we win. And that's the network. This is a group of coaches, a community that I helped found several years ago. Because at some point with COVID, we were all home, nothing to do, nowhere to go. And we thought, well, there's not a lot of coaches of color who need support. We need to unite. There's a lot of social justice issues going on. Hey, let's just get together on Zoom and just talk. Let's just talk shop. Nothing big, nothing formal, just whatever. Well, that 1 month turned into the next month. Then the next month, and then all of a sudden we had a membership directory of like 100 coaches in our space who were looking for what we were able to deliver. There's community and connection. And that all started from my friend, you can't see her in the top corner, her name was Reem. She had this dream of, what if coaches of color around the world, people of the global majority could come together and grow their businesses and expand. And she made it happen. This is me, you can't see me, I'm kind of in that corner over there, but NSA, Carolina's National Speakers Association. I've grown as a speaker, not only just being a member of Toastmasters, but also NSA, where many people have mentored me and poured some love and encouragement into me and let me know that, hey, you can do this. Who that's all, me? Yeah, you. You can do this. Okay, if you say so. Last but not, well, almost last but not least. Bottom corner over here. This is last year in New York. That lady in red there, her name is Brandy. I call her Brandy the Builder. Because she's somebody who builds people. She's somebody who speaks names into rooms that don't exist yet. I don't get to this stage without her just saying, hey, you know what, you should take a look at my friend here. She had never even seen me speak before. We connected on Zoom and this and that, but she's sticking out her neck for me. She's vouching for me. And of course I deliver. Last but not least, was me and my favorite humans. That's that day in January in Arizona, 2022. Now, that picture means more to me than anything because that was the first time in my life, besides playing football, that I felt uncaged, unleashed. That I could do anything. That I could really make this impossible thing happen. This is not supposed to happen for somebody from New York. But bringing 300 people to a room, broadcasting to thousands, and having to go global. That's not supposed to happen. But we got to think about who are we on the field with, right? That last piece of that WIN framework is that network. Who's in our circle? Who are the people that are growing with us? Who are the people that are shaping us, developing us? The things we listen to. I know I'm sounding like it on my soapbox. You gotta be listening. Right, the positive things we have to listen to. So, whoops, this. Oh, I skipped. Well, spoiler alert. This is a formula for failure. And here's what I've learned over my years, right? These clues keep coming back. Every time things in my life are going really well, when I'm winning, right, I'm achieving, succeeding, man, I'm feeling good about myself, I'm really focused on what I need to do, and I have people around me that are helping me. Well, when that doesn't happen, the other side of the fence is I'm a lone wolf. Anybody ever be a lone wolf before? Oh, I do it all by myself. I don't need anybody else's help. I got this. Right? Anybody know some got this people in your life? Yeah. Whew, overthinking. All right, I should be doing this, but what if this goes wrong? And then if I go here, and then this doesn't happen? I'm moving, right? I'm moving, I'm active. But did I go anywhere? Just a nice little circle, a nice overthinking circle. Right, you gotta get twisted. That's a little turn. The S, self-sabotage. Any self-sabotagers here? Yes. Anybody just getting their own way? Whoa, isn't that a pain in the butt? Let's see again.
He passes it.
So sabotaging. See, let me give you a visual of what it used to look like when I was in finances, right? So I have my suit. I show up in Melville, that's in Long Island, that's where I'm from. I get here, 9 a.m., computer, got my list of leads or prospects that I got from Craigslist. And I put the feed up, have my phone, and I couldn't dial. Just paralyzed, fear. Well, you know what? I gotta work out first because entrepreneurs, they have to look good, they have to be lean. So now I'll work out, I'll come back to the office, I'm ready to make my phone calls. Well, you know what? I can't make my phone call on an empty stomach. You know, entrepreneurs gotta be, we gotta be peak athletes. So let me get some food real quick. You see where I'm going with this? Just delay. All of a sudden, the day's gone away. Oh man, the day's gone. Focus didn't happen. Whew. Any excuse makers in the house? Listen, I was gonna make this the best presentation in the world, but what happened was, you have any what happened was people in your life? I was gonna do this, I was gonna be here, I was gonna say that, I was gonna show up, and they didn't do it. Anybody work with a leader like that before? Now, this is the formula of how we lose. But you're only a loser if you repeat the same mistakes. If you know better, you don't do better. Oh, I know, somebody just said, oh, felt that ouch too. Repeating it. Same old. Doing it again. You ever have those people in your life? You're still doing this? You still mess with it. We can see it for them, but we can't see it for ourselves sometimes. That's my formula for failure. So now, as we get close to the end, I promise it's going to be the last one. I need this to be the best one. So you need to drink some water, you need to take a sip, you need to get the pipes ready, because we need to get rock and roll, we're going to do this the right way. So on 3, I need you to tell me what time is it. 1, 2, 3, what time is it?
It's game time!
It's game time! My friends who were with me before, my team, I need you to come back up. Give my team losers, winners. And I say it with love. Losers and winners. Hey, you losers, get over there, you losers. Bill, losers. All right. You don't want to be a loser anymore? It's like, now you lose. Let my lady lose for me. All right, so now, the second option. Can you read that for me real quick, please? No, yeah, you can.
No one can forget about me.
No one can forget about me. Jim, what do you got there?
No one will remember me.
Oh, Jim, we're losing language. Come on, Jim. You gotta be a little bit more positive than that. Sir, you're next.
Yes. I love helping others succeed.
Doesn't that feel good? Helping other people? What do you got there for number 2?
I have to do it all by myself.
Oh. What do you got for me, Brian?
I have support and resource.
Yes. So I think I missed this all right.
There's not enough for me.
I'll take my playing cards back. Thank you. Give our friends a quick hand. So that's about looking at who's in your huddle, right? Because we all, if you're leading anything in your daily lives, right? Huddling with people are close to you, people are following you, pay attention. But who's in there? You have people in there who are saying, well, you know what, it's not enough resources. I don't have enough support. How far do you think you can go with somebody like that? So you gotta think about who are the players. You got the play caller, somebody sees the play, they scouted, we've got that part covered. You got the playmaker, that's you. You're the one who's gonna be able to execute, whether it's a big role, a big title, or a small thing. But what's that thing? What's that play you're gonna make? How are you gonna deliver? And then the players, who's with you? Who's on the field with you? You know, I like to break it down in this way. There's 3 people that are usually in my huddle. They're my champions, the people who just love me, my ride or dies. They got my back. I don't have to worry about that. They're the people encouraging me. Then we got the challengers. The people that are, listen, I love you, but they're going to push back a bit. They're gonna challenge what you say. They're gonna challenge how you think. For me, I'm a smart person. I did a twofer. I got a champion and a challenger as my partner. And then you have your crushers. The people who say, you're still going to Toastmasters? You're still doing that speaking thing? You're still doing that thing, that business thing? Right? They may mean well, but they're here to crush your dreams. There's some gold you can get from them, but for the most part, distance. Love them from a distance. My advice. So before we get to officially wrapping this up, I'd love to hear from you. Like, what's landed? What do you hear for yourself that's different, that can be different once you walk out of this room? Because that's what I'm most interested in. Not how you feel that now. Hope you feel good, but I want you to take something with you afterwards. So, any questions, any comments? Jim?
Language forms the reality.
Language
So
self.
talk, what you say, and very much shape the direction you go.
How would you say you give yourself more losing language or more winning words? Winning words. Awesome, thank you. Any other questions, any comments?
The thing that struck me, and it should not really have surprised me, but when you said, and I'm surprised, it is surprising me, actually. I'm surprised that it is actually surprising me, but I wrote it down, and it's kind of just the one that's sticking out to me, and why I don't know. It says, who do you need to be? Under the heading of what are you committed to? Who do you need to be? And I'm getting goose, my hairs are raising yesterday. Why? I don't know. We'll have a chat later, maybe.
Yeah. No, thank you for sharing that. It's a different evolution, right? Because the person you are, nothing wrong with you. You're great, you're wonderful how you are. But let's think about it like this. Clark Kent doesn't put the cape on, right? Clark Kent's got to go into the booth, he's got to do the whole undressing thing, and all of a sudden he pops out as Superman. Superman's already in there, but he's got to let him loose. So, speaking of Superman, I have a super friendly gift for y'all, my friends here. So if you're kind enough to take your phone, scan this QR code, it's going to take you to a quick survey, leave me some feedback. You might be somebody who books speakers, you might be somebody who's willing to refer me for other venues and conferences. But you type in that code WIN, is going to give you access to a leadership blueprint PDF I have, an audio chapter of a book I wrote, a confidence quiz, some other goodies, the slide deck, as I mentioned, and that is my gift to you. So as you all are writing it up, are we good? Are we going? So, with all that said, if you don't have time for that, this is my info here. It's going to be on the slide deck anyway. I'd love to connect with you. I'd love to support you however I can. And I want to leave you with this reminder that you're really responsible for the win. Right? It's not from anybody else. It's not from the outside. It's not from other people's accolades, validations, and interests. It's you. It starts with you. Are you anchored in your foundation of who you are? Are you intentionally focused? Are you committed to growing a network of people that will serve you and support you? And last but not least, are you going to be the MVP? That's me in my Super Bowl. So with that said, that's the touchdown.